What's up, Sagittarius? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot, here to look at your week's energy starting January 20th, 2025. Sagittarius, I hope all is well. This week I'm using the ASTRAL SCION to deliver your messages here, not reading reversals. But also, too, just to let you know, since it's 2025, a new year, pardon me, a new year. I'm trying something different here, so I'm going to, in the past I didn't like to clarify any negative cards or any cards in general, but if you should happen to receive any negative cards in the spread of messages for you this week, like the Three of Swords, the Tower, the Death card, which is a major arcana, I don't, it's subjective. I don't really see that as being a negative, but, I will throw a clarifying card on that if it should happen to show up in your spread. Also, Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Five of Swords, Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords, if I didn't mention that before. Okay, so we're just going to cleanse the energy here right quick. Oh, and by the way, welcome to my new channel. Thank you guys for your continued support. Hopefully the support will continue into 2025. So we're just going to cleanse the energies from Dawn Scorpio's messages. Money dominated their reading. Very powerful. So let's see what's coming up here for you. Energies for Sagittarius this week. What can you show me for Sagittarius? What's coming up for Sagittarius this week? All right, so good enough shuffle. Here we are. We're going to cut these cards here for you, Sagittarius, and then we're going to begin your messages. All right, first card in energy, we're going to start off with Sagittarius for you. We're going to begin with the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, again, is going to be one of those cards that I clarify. So this is a card that always represents sadness or disappointment. I always tell you guys that it may not be something that refers directly to you. It could be if you are, have any children. It could be a child of yours. It could be someone else in the family. It could be a friend. It could be your romantic partner, all right? But if it does express itself at all towards you, just note that, the emotions just, are temporary, and whatever the sadness or disappointment that you receive, you'll get over that. But we're going to throw a card here on this Five of Cups just to see why it's here. Why is this Five of Cups here for Sagittarius? Okay, can you give us an answer as to why the Five of Cups has shown up here for Sagittarius? And the messages that I give may not be always what you want to hear, or it could be the correct message. It's just something that you could either work with or not work with. All right, so why is the Five of Cups here? What's occurred? Okay. So it could be, Sagittarius, that the Five of Cups is here for you is because there is something going on here. The Eight of Swords is drawn. So, by the way, when I clarify any negative cards here, the card that I draw is not going to be reached out in terms of expression related to the other messages that you receive. So feeling like you're trapped, feeling like you're, blindfolded, there's some sort of element of fear or anxiety, possibly sleepless nights. Maybe there was a break in communication. Maybe that's why the Five of Cups is here. Maybe you haven't heard from a romantic partner. Maybe you haven't heard from a family member in a long time. Maybe it's a friend. But it's created some sort of anxiety here for you. So that could be part of the reason why the Five of Cups is here. And also having to, become sad or disappointed about having to release those fears. And that release of those fears, anxiety, nervousness, doubts, tensions involving yourself is, creating some sort of struggle for you. That's making you sad or making you disappointed or something like that, that you can't rid yourself of whatever this Eight of Swords may mean for you. Okay, so that's the clarifier for the Five of Cups. Again, the messages may not be direct for, the Sagittarius, all Sagittarians that I'm reading for, but it's just something that I've come up with. All right, so following the Five of Cups here in your spread, we now have we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is about socializing, okay? So interacting with family members, friends, romantic partners, socializing, just having a good time. Also could come in the form of celebrations, so birthdays, anniversaries, spending that quality time with those that are significant to you. And it could be anything involving, having to enjoy the company of others at restaurants or diners. So that is the Four of Cups, even number of cups. Energy of what you give to others is what you're going to receive back. Up next, now we have, now we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so we're going to clarify this Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here in Sagittarius's spread? Three of Swords is about heartache, grief, separation, pending divorces, third party in play when it comes to romance. But the Three of Swords may not mean the exact same thing for you as it would mean for anyone else. And just because it's here in your spread, Sagittarius, doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to be affected or impacted by the Three of Swords. Pet loss, pet gets away and the family is left grieving. Couples that may be still together, but there may be some sort of distance that separate them. Three choices to make that are painful. Again, sorry about that, Sagittarius. My battery died in one of my cameras. Okay, wow, I thought I had a lot of time left over, but obviously I didn't. So we were talking about the Three of Swords here and what it may mean to you, but it may not be something that is expressed directly towards you. All right, so I already talked about what it could possibly mean and why it's here. Let's find some additional energies here or messages to see exactly what's going on with this Three of Swords and why it's in your messages for this week. What is the Three of Swords doing in Sagittarius's messages this week? Give us more clarity, more information, please. What is the Three of Swords here in this spread? All right, so it might be because Sagittarius. Okay, so the Three of Swords here, the card that's clarifying that Three of Swords could be having to make a choice about something. Now, this could be making a choice, Sagittarius, about ending a relationship, or you're struggling to end the relationship. And then there could be some sort of doubts or uncertainty about, putting an end to a relationship. It could be romantic, it could be, platonic. When it comes to, family situations, it may be having to make some sort of choice or decisions related to that, or it could be that you're just feeling like you're at a crossroad here. Again, I feel that to clarify here for the Three of Swords is that there's a struggle here for Sagittarius to possibly cut loose or away from a relationship, end a relationship, and the Five of Cups here in conjunction with this energy may be part of the sadness or disappointment. Remember, the Eight of Swords is also on the Five of Cups, having to, do something about something that you're fearful, of dealing with, or you're afraid to. And again, here's the choice or the decision maker, and then you have to make a choice about whatever this Three of Swords may mean for you. All right, so I hope that is helpful. Again, these are just messages that I'm coming up with. It could be almost anything that's going on for you. And again, keep in mind, it may not be anything that's directly involving you or impacting you. Up next here for you, Sagittarius, we have the Major Arcana, the Fool, Fearless. This is about new beginnings. So if you have anything going on, of course, we are into the third week of 2025. And oftentimes the Fearless or the Fool is about taking that leap of faith, going or stepping into the unknown. If you, have some things planned or, lined up to do for 2025, the Fool usually shows up here to say, go ahead and trust yourself. We're going to support you. This is also a card that seeks excitement or adventures, just new things, And if you don't have anything planned or lined up, there is always an aspect of some sort of new beginning that's going to open up for you. All right, so that is the Fool card, Major Arcana. Up next after the Fool, we have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords. Now you're getting a lot of swords in this spread here, so it's about mental activity for a lot of you. So a lot of mental stuff going on for you this week. This is a card that's always asking you to detach, your energies from those things that you have attached yourself to temporarily. That could be just taking a day off from work, just taking a break from relationships of all kinds, replenishing your energies, rejuvenating, taking care of your own self, doing something exclusively just for you, and reclaiming your independence, possibly, and or happiness. You also could be the Sagittarius, if we don't get any of the movement cards here in this spread, that you may be planning some sort of future trip. All right, following the Four of Swords here, we have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is Could be pregnancy news around you, childbirth. It could be a job offer. It's going to land on that Four of Swords. So, you know, anytime the sword shows up with any cards that, you know, would represent childbirth, like the Empress, the Ace of Cups, then it could be that, you know, if it's not you, someone else that you know could be undergoing cesarean section. Page of Cups could also represent some Sagittarians who may have entered into a new relationship. It's still fresh, it's still new, and I always call it less than 30 days old. Following the Page of Cups here for you, Sagittarius, now we have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, again, would be one of those cards that I would throw a clarifier on. Seven of Swords, I always attach that these are people usually from what you disconnected from. Now, mind you, this energy is going to sit underneath that Eight of Swords and that Five of Cups. So usually involving people that, you know, you distance yourself from. That could be family members. It could be, you know, disconnected your energies from friendships and even romantic partnerships. So this energy here, when it shows up, is usually, they may not be physically around, but their energy is somewhere, you know, lingering around. Okay. And it could be something that you experience in terms of them resurfacing or trying to approach you or reconnect with you or something like that. Just note that they are still conflicted. They will bring more chaos to your situation. So use your best judgment, be discerning to know the difference. Also, I always regard the Seven of Swords as material things that resurface that you thought you lost, misplaced, put down, forgot about, and so forth. But we're going to throw a clarifier on this Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here for Sagittarius? Give us more information. Interesting that the Seven of Swords showed up for, I can't recall the sign that I read for, and an actual person showed up. So the message was clear and strong for them that it was, you know, the person that was coming around that had the potential of possibly coming back around, creating more conflict and chaos. So if you receive a court card on this Seven of Swords in terms of clarifying, then maybe that's what it is. It could be a friend, it could be an ex, it could be someone that you disconnected yourself from, you know, related to a family situation. Why is the Seven of Swords here? All right, so it could be that it's here because of the Six of Swords. Okay, Six of Swords here is, and also I'm not going to use the energies to extend again out into the other messages that you received here. I'm just trying to stay specific in terms of coming up with energies here, okay, to clarify the reason why the Seven of Swords is here. Six of Swords here is about movement. It's about decisions. It's also too about you know, relocating to possibly a different area. On the Seven of Swords here could be anything involving some sort of decision related to either move yourself away from this person or persons, distance yourself from this person, making sure that, you know, you stay clear of this person, because this Six of Swords always represents you know, smooth sailing, clear passages, things that negatively may have impacted you is leaving and moving away from you. So maybe that's what it is. It's coming in to validate that you are or have worked on excommunicating yourself from these person or this person, you know, in your past. So actually this is, you know, very favorable here. I would call this very favorable because it's a very positive card here. And so you may not have to deal with anyone that you distance yourself from or disconnected yourself from. Six of Swords. Okay. Up next here for you, Sagittarius, we have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is coming through, new conversations with others. It could be first actions, first moves. Usually the Page of Swords is all about information, gaining information, insight, and that could be just you sitting at home watching the news, reading a newspaper, worldly stuff, global stuff. This could also be someone who is taking up some sort of new interest in you. They could be checking you out through social media. Now, if we get the Moon or if we get the Seven of Cups, this person may come forward to let their intentions known to you. Otherwise, it's just a court card, okay, a person. All right, following the Page of Swords here, now we have here's the Moon. So this person might be coming forward already as we speak. So the Moon reveals those likes and crushes. The Moon also to being a major arcana is all about you having to pay attention to your intuition. I always tell you guys that the gut feelings that you experience, the inner voices that you hear, you have to go with that, because the very first thing that you get is the correct answer. This might be a week with all the swords showing up here for you, Sagittarius, to make sure that you are putting a check on your emotions, because this Moon has a tendency to be tricky, sending our emotional state up too high or sending it down too low. We want to strike a middle, a balance in the middle, right, in terms of our emotions. Also, revelations, anything that was kept or held, from you by others may become revealed. A cycle of energy is moving away from you and a new cycle is about to begin. Okay, so that is the major arcana of the Moon. Also, to receive the Moon in your spread along with the Seven of Cups just would indicate that there could still be an extension of energy coming towards you by others, and it's usually in the form of dedication and devotion. Following the Moon, now we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords here is always determined, always going forward in terms of any major actions or decisions. Okay, he's, the type of energy that he doesn't mess around. He knows exactly what he's doing. Okay, sometimes this King of Swords could come across as being cold and calculating in terms of whatever it is that he is about to do when it comes to decisions or actions. So you place yourself into this King's energy. So there's something that you're about to do this week. Now, it may or may not be cold or calculating, but it has to be something that is done. In conjunction with the other cards that have shown up here for you, you have drawn a lot of swords here, right? So it may have something directly to do with the Three of Swords, the Two of Swords. You understand? The Eight of Swords, the Five of Cups. So yeah, you might have to definitely take some action against a situation. It could be a person, could be an event. Following the King of Swords here for you, Sagittarius. Oh, now we have the Fallout. Okay, so this is one of the cards, again, that I'm going to throw a clarifier on, and the Fallout is the Tower. The Tower is anything involving any types of shocking or devastating events. Again, just because the Three of Swords showed up in your spread along with the Tower doesn't necessarily mean it's something that's going to impact you on a personal level. You may hear something about something that is shocking or devastating, and it could be involving other people or other geographical areas. This still would be anything related to earthquakes or wars. Now, I know the Tower has showed up several times last week, and I don't recall the videos that it showed up, but look what happened, LA and their fires. But there were other things that have occurred that express the Tower's energy. It's uncontrollable. You can't control it. So you're going to survive it. You just have to bear with it. And I always recommend not getting yourself engaged in any types of fights or arguments with anyone, because it's not going to turn out to be pretty. But we are going to find out why this Tower could be here. Okay, give us more information as to why the Tower now has shown up in Sagittarius' spread. The Fool aspect will bring down the Tower's energy significantly for you, but I would not use the Moon. The Moon is fluctuating because it's involving emotions, right? So I don't want to use the Moon as a source of energy that would take down the Tower. But why is the Tower here for Sagittarius? Why is this Tower here in Sagittarius' spread? Jeez. All right, it could be. All right, so now the major arcana, the Empress is here. So there could be some sort of fallout or a shakeup involving, relationships with other people, or there's something going on. Usually I reserve this Empress as having to focus the energy on yourself, more or less taking care of yourself. So maybe this is not a week that you're going to expand that energy and taking care of yourself, because there's other stuff that you have to take care of that need your attention. And, maybe this is why the You know, the Tower is here, the Empress, to take you out of focus, okay, to take you out of that focus here. But I do feel that it could have been anything related to any types of shakeups when it comes to pregnancy, childbirth. Again, the Empress represents relationships of all kinds, so it could be, you know, energy stretched out into romantic partnerships, family situations, platonic friendships. Something came through or will come through to unsettle you, and it's connected to those people that you are in relationships with. Now, this could be co-workers as well. All right, so I hope that message is helpful. Again, it may not be the message that relates to you specifically, but this is what I'm coming up with in terms of clarifying. All right, so the last card here for you, Sagittarius, we're going to finish off with the Four of Wands. So this is a mixture of energy here for you guys this week. This is, of course, the happiness card. This is the card of engagement, proposals, marriages, celebrations of all kinds, weddings, birthdays, anniversaries. It could be that, you know, you're thinking about, you know, relocating, moving to a different area. You know, couples still could be, you know, wanting to move in with one another, making their relationship, taking their relationship a step further. It could be family members. It could be friends. It's always the shared happiness inside the structure of the building. So interesting spread of energy here for you, Sagittarius, but this is what, you know, is being displayed here. Of course, we always, you know, always want the most positive cards available to us, but it doesn't always have to be that way, because life does not always turn out to be that way. Okay, so anyway, I hope the messages were helpful to you, Sagittarius. Just stay strong, stay bright. Always throwing a word of caution here when the Tower is present. Be vigilant, not paranoid. You're going to survive the Tower no matter what takes place. But I do feel that there was some sort of shakeup in a relationship, or there's some sort of energy here taking you out of your own focus for the week that sort of is unsettling or disturbing for you. Because, you know, usually this is you, the Empress, taking care of themselves, focusing on themselves, knowing what they're worth, their value, their importance, and all of that. The peace. Something may come in to disturb your peace this week. So we'll see. Okay. So, but anyway, once again, thank you for joining my new channel here. Looking forward to your continued support, because you guys are always my strongest supporters here. So I wish that, you know, being a reader, that I could have, you know, provided better cards for you. But, you know, tarot is what it is. It's unpredictable. It is predictable. Could be unpredictable and predictable at the same time. But anyway, you're going to be safe. You're going to be all right. You'll survive the Tower. You'll survive the Three of Swords. Always come back to get more of these messages from me, Sagittarius. And keep smiling. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.